Hey guys, my name is Monique, if you don't know me. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. I hope you like my videos. So today I wanted to do a 20-week update for my pregnancy. And those that are new. This last April, I had a tubal reversal. I had my tubes tied about like 7 years ago, and me and my husband decided we wanted to have more kids, so we got a tubal reversal, and it was successful. We were able to get pregnant pretty quickly after that, and so we were very happy that it worked out. But I haven't been able to do any videos as far as how my pregnancy has been progressing up until now, because we kind of went through a bunch of changes. We actually moved from the East Coast over to the West Coast. It was kind of a big thing. It took me forever to find all my stuff, like my camera equipment, and I still don't know where my lights are. Well, I know where the lights are, but I can't find my light bulbs. So that's kind of frustrating. But anyways, I just wanted to say a couple quick things about the previous months and how those went for me pregnancy-wise, and then how I'm doing now and how the pregnancy is right now. Alright, if you see me looking down, it's because I wrote everything on a piece of paper because I have really bad pregnancy brain and I can't remember anything. So anyways, I wanted to start off by talking about my third month, because I didn't really have a whole lot of symptoms in the first 2 months. I just kind of felt a little off. I could tell I was pregnant, had a positive pregnancy test, but I didn't really start to feel pregnant until my third month, which was September. Sorry if you hear me clearing my throat a lot or sniffling. I'm fighting a cold right now. It's just kind of yucky, so I apologize for that. Anyways, so in September, it was my third month, and I think it was probably the hardest month for me. I went from just kind of not feeling great to like I can barely walk around or move around. Like, my third month was, I was kind of having a hard time because my husband had to go to our new home all the way on the West Coast while I was still on the East Coast in our old home. And so we were separated for about a month while he was finding us a place to live and things like that. So that didn't really help with me not feeling well. I kind of was battling with depression and just not wanting to do anything, like get out of bed or anything like that. I wasn't nearly as sick this pregnancy as I was when I had my daughter. When I was pregnant with my daughter, I threw up pretty much everything I ate. With this pregnancy, I only would throw up like maybe once or twice a day, which still is not fun at all. But it wasn't nearly as excessive as it was with my last pregnancy. So that was good. I mean, I was at least counting my blessings with that I wasn't throwing up everything. But it was really difficult for me to eat anything. There was no craving anything, or everything tasted disgusting. Eating was like torture because nothing tasted good. Nothing sat well in my stomach. It would just feel like acid in my stomach, and I had really bad like acidity in my stomach. Not necessarily acid reflux, but I mean, I guess it could have been acid reflux. I'm not really sure. Anyways, so moving on to my fourth month, which was this last month in October. I only threw up like once, and I kind of started to get out of the sick part of it. There were still food aversions, and there's still foods that I can't smell or be around that I just don't like even now. But last month I was kind of just more really tired, and my appetite started to pick up. And then now I am officially at 20 weeks. I'm in my 5th month of pregnancy. In case you don't follow me on Instagram, I will put the link down below to my Instagram account if you want to follow me. Sorry. I also run out of breath a lot. I posted on Instagram because we found out what we were having. We are just not patient people, and so we always have to know what we're having. And we found out we are having a boy. And I will put up a picture somewhere on here of the way that we decided to tell people. I thought it was a pretty cute idea. It was an idea I got from Pinterest, I think. So I have been feeling, right now I'm definitely feeling the baby moving a lot. He kicks quite often. There's like some weeks when I feel him pretty much every day, but now it's like every other day. Like sometimes I won't feel him at all, or maybe I'll just feel him a little bit. It kind of just depends on what position he's laying in. Kind of just depends. But most of the time, at least once a day, I feel him moving around and wiggling, and he really likes to tap dance on my bladder, that's for sure. So he is the size of a mango right now. Some of the symptoms that I've been feeling right now: indigestion's a really big one. Anything that's like processed foods, which I usually don't eat processed foods anyways, but I do occasionally. And there's just certain foods that when I eat it, it just feels like a rock in my stomach, like my stomach does not want to digest at all. I have really, really bad constipation. I'm having to take stool softeners, and I have all these different remedies that I take. I think I'll do a separate video on that, because I don't want it to take up this whole video on as far as what I'm doing to combat with the constipation. Fatigue is a big one. Most of the days it's like I'll get a full night's sleep perfectly fine, and the whole day I feel like I didn't sleep, like I'm so tired. Today is one of those days I'm just like I can't wake up. Hunger's a big one. Now that I'm no longer nauseous and throwing up, I'm hungry all the time, and especially like right before I'm gonna go to bed, I get so hungry. It's like I can't just eat and go to bed. It's like I'll eat, and then I kind of get into bed and I start to wind down, maybe watch YouTube or whatever, and then by the time I'm done winding down, I'm ready to eat like a full meal again. So I end up having to eat a lot, especially right before bed, to kind of hold me over. I'm just glad I don't wake up at 3 in the morning anymore to eat. That was a big thing in my 3rd month. Even though I was nauseous all the time, I would wake up like several times during the night to eat, and so it would just wreck my sleep. Another thing that I'm battling with is irritability. Oh man, it's so much worse than like when I'm, PMSing or whatever. It's like really bad. Like sometimes I just get into these like angry, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna murder everybody type of rage. So I'm definitely battling with that. It was interesting because in my 3rd month, probably because of the situation, I was a lot more weepy and just crying all the time. But I don't have those bouts of emotion, like sad emotion anymore. Now it's just I'm really fighting being irritated at everything and everyone. A few things that I wanted to mention that I'm craving, since I'm finally able to crave things. One thing that I'm craving that I can't eat is, because I'm mostly plant-based, is seafood. Like all I want is seafood. But I know there's certain types that you shouldn't eat when you're pregnant anyways, but also I don't really react well to seafood. That's why I'm on a mostly plant-based diet. So I haven't been indulging in that craving. I wish I could. I love seafood, but it hasn't ever treated me well. I have been craving eggs a lot, which I don't normally eat eggs. But lately I've been allowing myself to eat eggs occasionally because I've been really low on protein. And so I'm trying to add more. And I'm doing other things protein-wise, like quinoa and other grains and certain vegetables that are high in protein, but I'm allowing myself eggs because if I can't have fish, then at least I can have eggs. I've been really craving vegan nachos. So I can't eat dairy. It's another food that I just don't react well to ever. So it's not a good idea to eat it while I'm pregnant. It'll just end badly. But I get this vegan cheese, I'm sure you've heard of it. It's like either Daiya or I think it's Daiya cheese. But it's just those like orange like cheddar cheese shreds, and I just put that on some chips and melt it, and it's really good. I want those like every day. I don't eat them every day, but I want them every day. I've also been craving a lot of fresh foods. It's funny, normally I am not a huge salad person, but all I want is like it's not your typical Greek salad, it's more like an authentic Greek salad, but it's cucumbers and tomatoes, and all I do is I just chop cucumbers and tomatoes kind of big and chunky with some olives, just do some olive oil, a teeny bit of rice vinegar, and then I'll put some dry basil on it, and it's just so good. Oh, and I also have been craving pickles, which I know everyone makes fun of. Oh, if you're pregnant, you want pickles and ice cream. But I like pickles anyways. But yeah, I wasn't able to eat them for a bit because they would kind of make me real gassy and they would kind of upset my stomach. But just recently I've been able to start eating pickles again, so I'm definitely taking advantage of that lately. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything on my list that I wanted to share. I just wanted to give you guys a view of my belly so I can keep track of how big I'm getting. Let me just say, so I'm in my 5th month. I was definitely not this big with my daughter at 5 months. Like, it's just crazy how big this baby is getting. I'm worried he's gonna be a 10-pounder because my belly has gotten quite big in a very short amount of time. But anyways, okay, I'll show you guys my belly real quick. And this is my belly. I don't do bare belly shots because that's just not a thing I do. But anyways, this is how big I am. It's crazy because it's coming out further than my chest already. And when I was pregnant with my daughter, I only maybe came out like just like half of this. But I am definitely pretty big already. Yeah, I'm curious how much bigger I'm gonna get with this kid. Alright, that is pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about in this video, and I'll try to be better about doing regular updates on how my pregnancy is progressing and things that I'm feeling and just things that are going on. But yeah, I do have a few ideas for some other videos that I'll be posting over this next little bit. If you guys think of anything that you want to see, just feel free to leave it in the comments, any suggestions or requests, and that would be great. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.